Good morning, everyone! I am Kimberly Sumayan Perez, and I just want to share with you the Kimmy's Venture. Hope you enjoy! So, we are here at Glacier View. So, this is the lodge na dapat yung puntahan mo bago kayo pumunta sa Sky Walk or Icefield. Kasi dito may bus tayong aantayin. So, do you see how beautiful the Alberta, the wild rose country in Canada? It's our second day today. So, let's be amazed sa every pupuntahan namin at ipapakita ko sa inyo yung ganda ng Canada. Yung ganda. We are here at Glacier Adventure.
Hello.
Hi guys!
Moment of truth now.
We're going to the moon.
So here's the map. We're already here at the Icefield.
Parang maganda to. Lake cruise.
Yeah. Pero how much yan? So we're just waiting here for the bus. So that's the bus. So magkano nga ba? I will post here kung magkano yung mga activities dito, pero kinuha namin package. Say hi!
Hi.
Kim.
So this is the bus. Kinda like
Mamaya babalik pa po tayo dito bago mag-skywalk. Kung may bus na
Wala na. 5 minutes na puntang Glacier ngayon. Isa tayo doon for 30 minutes doon.
Tapos from
And
na
then,
po, then
dali na tayo
skywalk.
doon.
We should just ask. Make our way around the corner here. We'll get our first look at the beautiful Athabasca Glacier. That's where we're headed today, and you can see it off on our left. Now, the Athabasca Glacier has been in this area for a long, long time, and we know that here because it's left behind little clues to tell us where it's been. One of those clues is here on our right-hand side. If you look just past that blue staircase, you can see a big pile of dirt, rock, and debris. Very exciting, I know.
yes.
But it is a little bit more special than it sounds. So that big pile of dirt is called a moraine. And moraines are big piles of dirt left behind by glaciers.
Ay, yung mga side.
They tell us
Hindi,
where the
ano
glacier
lang yan.
used to be.
Debris.
So we see lots of them here on our right-hand side. Now, the ones directly on our right now, these are a little bit different than the terminal moraine. The terminal moraine shows us where the glacier was when it was at its largest in modern history. So the last time that we had a net growth on the glacier, the last time that the glacier grew more in the wintertime than what melted away in the summer, was in 1843. And during that time, or at that time, the glacier reached salamin waves to that terminal moraine. Since then, the glacier has been receding, so those smaller moraines that we saw behind us there, those ones are called push or recessional moraines, and they're made each year. So as the glacier grows in the winter time, we have cold temperatures here. The glacier is able to stretch out, push further, and as it pushes, it picks up a whole bunch of dirt, rock, and debris, kind of bulldozes that dirt, rock, and debris into a big pile. Then in the summertime, the glacier will melt away and those moraines get left behind. And moraines aren't the only feature of the area around here that tell us that a glacier has been here. On our left-hand side and our right-hand side, we trees here, they might be some of the last ones that we see in this area as we head up to the glacier. And to do that, we'll be taking our Ice Explorer. Our bus number today is 536. There's a small picture of a squirrel on the door, and there is going to be a blue footstool in front of our bus, so you'll know which one. That layer of ice is about 100 meters thick. So it's a lot bigger than it looks.
That's the place where
And at the peak of Mount Snow, that's where you
landed a while
find
ago.
the triple continental divide. So in that area, on top of that mountain is where you find the ice that could melt and turn into water and then flow into 3 different oceans. It's equally likely to flow into the
Now we're
Arctic.
going to the skywalker. That's good. And
I
I'm
mentioned
gonna
this
show
earlier,
you.
but that's the only triple continental divide that has ever been proven on the Glacier.
Now we're going to the Bolivia Icefield. This is the track that we're going to use. You see, it's so big. Yeah.
2 rows apart na right? 2 rows apart. 2 rows apart, 2 rows. Dito tayo kasi pamilya naman tayo. Pamilya naman tayo. Oo, dito tayo. Gang, picture gang kasi may ano gang kami bintana 3.
But I'm sure I'm going to show you a little bit more exciting things today than I did a half-day tree. Coming up, we are going to see that Athabasca Glacier. So you may be getting your first look at it now. If not, you'll see it as we make our way around this corner here. I talked to you before about marines already. We have a few more marines in the area to talk about. So from what we've seen right now, we've seen the terminal marine and the bush intersectional marines. What we're driving on right now is part of the lateral marine. So this big pile of rock that you see out on our right-hand side, this is the lateral marine. It shows you the height of the glacier back in 1843 when it was at its largest in modern history. So this whole valley below us, about 160 years ago, would have been completely full or filled by glacial ice. So we have lost quite a bit of glacial ice in that time. At its largest in modern history, our glacier was about 7.5 kilometers or square kilometers. Today, it's about 5 square kilometers. So 5 kilometers long, 1 kilometer wide. And we're going to have to get to it some way. So I showed you that lateral moraine on the side. Now I'll show you a different perspective of the lateral moraine. Alright, we'll creep forward a little bit. And you can stand up if you want a better look. This is the part that we need to go down. And it is very steep. Can everyone see it okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
We're excited.
Excited? That's a better adjective. So before we head down, I'll ask you guys to please reach under your seats. Grab the seatbelts. Make sure they're secure.
No seatbelts.
And I just tease you.
No seatbelt here.
There are no seatbelts.
Ah, you're kidding us.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Here we go.
drivers go.
So of course these buses here are especially designed for this type of terrain. Even though this is a very steep hill, we've got those 6 extremely large tires that you saw on our way in. We've got those tires on our buses that are filled with a very low air pressure, only about 14 psi, 14 pounds per square inch. And that's under half of the regular air pressure that you would find in a normal car tire. And so that helps evenly distribute the weight of the bus and also give us more traction going down that hill, so our tires can really dig in. And we took that pretty slow, so now would you like to pick it up a few years?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the bus might jump, so just raise your hands, ready?
Raising our hands.
And if you had to guess, would you say that we're driving on the glacier right now or on a moraine? Glacier. Okay.
Sure.
Well, if you said glacier and if you said moraine, you're both right. It's a trick question. This part of the glacier here is called the Icefield moraine. So this is the part of the glacier where the lateral moraine has lost rock and that rock has fallen down and landed on the ice. So why does that happen, or when does that happen? That happens when the glacier recedes. On our left-hand side, we can see more of the lateral moraine. It's that brown and beige rock, and it has a bunch of...
The Icefield, the view. Here it is.
Ay, Kim, ano na Kim?
Ay, sorry.